Hello, and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, April 13th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I am an equanimity warrior. And that's going to help you today, finding that balance, finding that peace, composure, calmness, friendliness, and acceptance within yourself today as we work through some interesting connections. We have the moon in Cancer today, heightening our emotions, making us feel, encouraging us to feel. So don't hold back from the feeling. Allow the feelings to come through. And, I always reference Rumi's The Guest House. Basically, let the feelings come, invite them in, greet them like you would a treasured guest. And even if it's like a stormy feeling, recognize and revel in the fact that even those stormy feelings are clearing you out for a future delight to come. So really allow yourself to experience. And that's actually the first connection we have today. We have the moon connecting to Jupiter. This is actually more of a harmonious aspect. It's a sextile, so it's easier. But this is encouraging us to feel, experience anything that's coming up today in and through our body. Our mind is going to want to chatter, take it on. That's okay. Still, as your mind, does its mind thing, experience it in and through your body. The moon is then going to oppose Pluto. So moon in Cancer, Pluto in Capricorn, opposition. That's at 17 degrees. That's an 8. That's about showing up. So anything that you're feeling, it may be requiring some shift within you. Show up for that shift. Moon square Uranus. That's probably going to be the most interesting aspect. That's happening at 20 degrees. We're still feeling through. We're allowing these feelings to help evolve and shift who we are. We're allowing ourselves to recognize ourselves as these feeling beings and that these feelings are okay. I experienced that this weekend. I really allowed myself to experience the full spectrum of the feelings that came up with grieving my father, who passed away a year ago. It came up and I really worked my way through it. Really allow yourself, with as much equanimity as possible, but to experience the transformational and liberation of allowing yourself to experience the feelings. It may not always feel comfortable. Sometimes feeling these things, I got angry at one point. I'm not necessarily comfortable feeling angry because it's not really my thing. I'm not an angry person, but when it came up, it it released me in a whole new way. So allow yourself to experience it. And remember, it's about you. This isn't about somebody else. Write about it at the very least to get it out. And then we're going to have the sun and the moon squaring each other. So it's really that day of that resistance. Can you let yourself feel? Can you let yourself be known as this feeling being? Can you allow yourself to process even the uncomfortable feelings that come through? The mind is probably going to be part of a trigger in this energy because we do have Mercury at 13 degrees. 13 degrees, that revolution, evolution degree. Some of these feelings also may be coming up about your worth, having Mercury at 13 degrees in Taurus. So really recognize your worth. You're the one who decides your worth. Nobody else in this world really decides your worth. It is all about you. The universe already knows what your worth is, but it's up to you to decide. So really allow yourself to work through with these feelings. I do want to mention too that Mercury is about to go into its shadow period before retrograde. The shadow begins tomorrow. So you may have some of this technology stuff popping up. Process it with equanimity. That is the word of the day, with as much peace as possible, and recognize the gifts that it is offering you. I also want to mention too that Mercury is going to be connecting to Jupiter, and so we really do need to connect this mental energy to our physical body as we're processing this energy. So just really pay attention and keep finding that, home center within you, to find that equanimity, that calmness, that light in your being, even if it feels tough. So, the cards I pulled for today. Intensity and the feelings at some points during this day may be feeling intensity, but look at this. It's moving into the light. Every time you allow yourself to process, every time you experience the guest house, you're moving closer and closer into the light. So allow that. And this brings the Fool, a new journey. Some kind of new adventure is happening for us. So allow the intensity to move you. In that journey, I pulled Success and Postponement. I pulled them reversed. So it's not quite yet. You may be like, well, I'm starting off. I want the signs that it's a harmonious journey. I want it to be perfect. The success is coming, but you're not going to necessarily see it right away. So just trust that process. The phone was the confirmation that we just needed. Trust your process. So that is it for today. Book a reading if you want to dive further in, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.